Media. We welcome you to a hot evening in Wichita, Kansas, where we present to you the UPSL Elite 8 matchup between Dodge City Toros FC and FC Bartlesville Buffaloes, the winner playing in Pittsburgh for the semifinals next month. Good evening, everybody. Spencer Bohm with you here. Just saw the lineups for Dodge City. And again, it's going to be Daniel Ruiz, Antonio De La Torre, Daiki Okada, Diego Olivares, Kenshin Yasujima, Eric Berrigan, Isaias De La Torre, Luke Soler, Miguel Lopez, Aaron Martinez, and Rui Akiyama. And then for FC Bartlesville, William Rodriguez, Ivan Ristic, Ignacio Mia, Luka Milicevic, Jordan Watson, Jovan Petrovic, Lucas Pardo, Cristobal Goldberg, Brandon O'Rourke, Simeon Adair, and Iker Gonzalez. Glad you are with us once again. And it is about 90 degrees here in Wichita, Kansas for this quarterfinal match. And the winner playing at Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh, as we see an early attack downfield to the corner and out of bounds. Let's see if this will be a throw-in or a corner here. It will be a throw-in. Dodge City Toros FC 10-2-2. And FC Bartlesville Buffalo 6-3-1 entering the match. Here's a long attack downfield towards the corner and controlled. Now here on the near side. And they'll go back out towards midfield. Not finding anybody within the 18. Now they'll try the gut. Dodge City Toros wearing the dark uniforms, FC Bartlesville in white. Toros making the trip from Dodge City, Kansas. They are within this state, FC Bartlesville, from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, which is not far of a drive from the Oklahoma-Kansas border. Third minute of action underway, FC Bartlesville controlling here. We've seen Dodge City with some early pressure. And now can the Buffaloes work from their back line? They are seeing some pressing here defensively, as that one is tapped off a Dodge City defender. Throw-in coming up here for FC Bartlesville. We'll see the number here. Appears to be 17, which would be Cristobal Goldberg from Chile. Again, that pressure. Now they go with the long ball to try to get it across midfield. And that one is out of play. Dodge City take over. Again, this match being played at the Stryker Sports Complex in Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, I believe, the second largest metropolitan area that is in the state of Kansas. Bartlesville will press. And they tried to find Ivan Ristich downfield. Couldn't get him. But now it appears there is a foul here late in the 4th minute at a set piece coming up for FC Bartlesville. And we see the foul there committed. Rui Akiyama from Dodge City Toros FC with the infraction. So here comes the free kick. It's a low liner on the ground. As they try to work outside the 18, it's out of bounds, and that was off of Dodge City, it appeared. So a throw-in coming up here for FC Bartlesville. FC Bartlesville from the Oklahoma-Arkansas region. They won that region a few games ago. They've won their last two, or their two, I should say, in the national 32-team field. Again, Bartlesville on the press. Ball is in space towards the 6. And taken away there by the keeper for Dodge City. So early on in this match, it was really Dodge City getting the early looks, but now you see the Buffaloes doing a good job taking it across the field here, their last couple of trips. Want to get that early goal, if at all possible, to try and set the tone. The last thing you want to do is play with your back against the wall. Dodge City Toros, they pour goals on. They've got a lot of talent at forward. And so it would certainly benefit the Buffaloes here to take advantage of one of these trips. With the ebbs and flow of the game of soccer, nothing is guaranteed. Here's a long ball from the back line, intercepted quickly, but might have a chance here from one of the strikers. And down goes 17 there in the dark jersey, Aaron Martinez. Does appear that that was a foul called against his marker. We check the replay. Not a whole lot of contact there per se, but enough to generate the whistle. Here comes the free kick for the Toros. Luc Soler from France, the one who starts it there, 15 and dark. Dodge City making its way out of the Midwest South region to get into the national field. Trying to thread the needle to Isaias De La Torre. Up the gut, it's Antonio De La Torre. Fires a long one, and it's going to be blocked there. Knocked away, I believe that was Iker Gonzalez, the keeper, indeed it was, who gets the early stop here in the 8th minute. And now you see the Buffaloes pressing the other way. It's a 1-on-2, really a 1-on-1 if you will, and now a whistle for the shove there by the attacker in question. That one was easy to call, and that'll put a stop to what was some momentum there for the Buffaloes. Midway through the 8th, still knotted 0-0 here in Wichita. In the upper 80s, the feel like just moments ago was 91, a heat advisory here in Wichita, Kansas. And of course, you know there'll be single-digit temperatures in just a few months with snow on the ground. Good old-fashioned Midwest weather. You have to love it. This is Martinez. Aaron Martinez, he lost it, couldn't find Soler, who slipped there. And if my research is correct, this is an all-turf field, which of course does play differently from grass. That's certainly much easier to maintain. Daniel Ruiz is the keeper for Dodge City Toros FC. Saw him get involved in a play earlier. On a loose ball towards the keeper's box. Last chance for FC Bartlesville went awry with an offensive foul. Here's a shot. And that one is out of bounds in the 10th. As we take another look there. And the same guy who committed the foul on the coast-to-coast attempt. So, a lot of back and forth through the early stages of this match. Here's Daniel Ruiz to set up here from the back line. Now they go with the long ball. Bounced up. Great job here by Dodge City to control on the long ball. Maybe a chance for Diego Olivares. And it looks like he may have gotten tripped up there, maybe just outside of the box, and a yellow might be shown as well. Indeed it will. We'll see the number here in just a moment, I'm sure. Just need him to turn around for us, but might have been 3 William Rodriguez there on the illegal slide tackle. No, actually it was 5 Ignacio Mia from Bartlesville. So I'll write that down in my notes that he's got a yellow, and it comes in the 11th minute. This will be a dangerous free kick here for Dodge City Toros. Appears to be Aaron Martinez to tee this one off from just outside the 18. Does he go for goal? Does he go for maybe the long cross? We will find out. On the way, that took a deflection. A lot of sliding going on here. Very physical start to this match. Now the Buffaloes, they look to redirect. More physical play. It's taken away there by Soler. Luke Soler falls down. It's cannoned the other way. It appears play will continue. Maybe a chance here for the Buffaloes, as that one is bounced off the marker here for a throw-in, and that'll allow the rest of the offense to come in before we re-engineer the sequence. But just take a look here. You see one player go down. Jordan Petrovic with his hands up saying, no, I didn't commit a foul. And they let play go on. You do like to see that. Within reason, of course. So now here comes the throw-in for 17, Goldberg. And actually, he's going to step onto the pitch. Again, seen a decent amount of transition play here from FC Bartlesville today, but the nice thing about getting that play out of bounds is it gives time here for Lucas Pardo to throw it in, set up the rest of the offense. You don't have just 1 or 2 men downfield. You can get everybody in and set something up. And of course here Dodge City Toros applying a lot of pressure, trying to get the takeaway, and they do. Around midfield, they drove FC Bartlesville all the way back there. And now for the moment, a dead ball. But a nice response there by the Toros in the waning stages of the 13th to put a stop to the offensive pressure. Really their biggest hurdle at the moment, taking better care of the ball here, preventing those breakaway plays from the Buffaloes. Reminder that FC Bartlesville is wearing white. Dodge City Toros FC in the dark uniforms at Strikers Sports Complex in Wichita, Kansas. The winner of this match, playing at Highmark Stadium with a view of the Pittsburgh skyline. I believe that semifinal is scheduled for August 9th and the final August 11th. Takeaway. Maybe a chance for Toros FC, it's going to be rolled in. And in the 14th, it's Dodge City Toros FC on top. Daiki Okada from Japan puts it in. Take a look at that. He did it all himself. Wow. Doesn't get much better than that. Unassisted. Steal and score. Sensational. And Dodge City Toros FC, the in-state team, if you will, in this match with the early lead. And of course, the big question, how do FC Bartlesville respond as they try to defend against the Dodge City back line, which is seeing some open creases here. Oh, wow, what a touch there off of Martinez. They'll go back to Martinez off the foot of Soler. Martinez looking for the cross, and he gets the doink off his marker. And this should be a set piece coming up here for Dodge City, which just scored the goal there off the steal and score from Daiki Okada moments ago. Here in the United Premier Soccer League Elite 8. And I do believe this is our first corner. We'll get it in the 16th minute. It will go the way of the team that just took the 1-0 lead just moments ago. Seen some brilliant moments already. Here's a header, and that's going to be stopped by Iker Gonzalez. Nice play. That was dangerous. It could have been 2-0 Dodge City. And some early work here for Iker Gonzalez. They now work the far sideline. And you can see the control really locking in here for Toros. Another diving stop by Gonzalez. Could have been a second chance for Dodge City Toros, but Gonzalez was able to recover. And so you can just see the energy right now fully favoring Dodge City Toros. Would certainly benefit them to put another one in the back of the net before Bartlesville can find its response. Certainly not unreasonable to think that FC Bartlesville have all the tools to work their way out of this. It is, of course, very early. Just have to find a way to stop the bleeding here and regain the offense. But right now, Dodge City Toros working magic here over the last few minutes. And they control yet again. That's off of Martinez. They go to midfield with Isaias De La Torre. FC Bartlesville had some breakaway plays early on, and you thought maybe this match would be even. It still could be. But the way that Dodge City have really begun collaborating, they've become sequential, deliberate. A chance here for the Buffaloes to kind of breathe. They're going to attack pretty aggressively. Might have a chance downfield here. And that appears to have been tapped off of a marker, so good news here for FC Bartlesville. Appears that Luka Milicevic, number 7, should be throwing this one in. Our head coaches today for Dodge City, it's Andrew De La Torre. And for FC Bartlesville, it's Ilya Kadik who lead the way. Some stoppage here on the pitch, maybe some conversations with our officiating crew. Again, if you're just joining us, the Daiki Okada goal in the 14th has been the highlight of today's story. Here's a good cross, a good look on goal! Oh, and it's wide. Big opportunity there for the Buffaloes to respond. They seemed to catch Dodge City sleeping, and the crease just not there on that play. Remains 1-0. We are through 20 minutes in this national playoff match. FC Bartlesville Buffaloes. They started their regional tournament, the regional side of the tournament, by beating River Valley Bullies SC 3-2, and then Wolves Academy UPSL 2-0 to take the OKAR, or Oklahoma-Arkansas region. Round of 32 beat Toros Soccer Club 3-1. Maybe ahead of steam once again here for Dodge City, though. We'll get back to Bartlesville in just a second. And that one's going to be cleared. So they beat Toros Soccer Club 3-1, and they beat San Antonio Corinthians FC 5-4 in their last match leading up to this one. On the near side, Soler in play, tried to get the cross. Second chance. Ball is pinballed and out of bounds. Set piece coming up for Dodge City Toros FC as they threaten once again. Should be the second corner of the evening for Dodge City Toros. And for either team, if I'm not mistaken. Into traffic and cleared. Intercepted. Cleared again. No dice, though, for the offense. If I'm seeing the jersey number correctly, Ivan Ristich was the one in the area. Now working from the back line. Oh, that was the Okada goal, excuse me, but the Daiki Okada goal that we were just showing on the replay. But yeah, as I was saying, though, FC Bartlesville working from the back line leading up to that play, and just one of those almost flukes, if you will. But with the way that the Toros have been playing here, maybe not so. Soler. Back to De La Torre. This is single elimination. Chance here, near side, into the box. Cleared. Again, you see some trouble here, though, for the Buffaloes trying to work their way out of the pressure. Nice reset there, although it looks like we actually have a set piece coming up, a foul committed by Toros FC. So that leads us to a free kick, and they'll work quickly here. They like what they see. That one's going off of Martinez. Martinez now taking it the other way. Martinez keeps it back off the bounced ball. There are 4 Buffaloes in the area. Can they get rid of it? For now, yes. Only to be taken back by another member of Dodge City. Antonio De La Torre. 1-on-2, spins around, threads the needle, looks for an open lane, and a foul that appears to have been committed outside the 18. And so here in the 25th, should be getting another dangerously close set piece for Dodge City. Appears that may have been Kenshin Yasujima in the area trying to get some steam. Aaron Martinez lined up here for the free kick. He's got some backup as well if need be. Takes it, and it is stopped there on a nice play by Iker Gonzalez. Bartlesville in hurry up here. They've struggled to move the ball past midfield as of late. Able to do it here. Looking downfield. And a stop in play there. Perhaps offside against FC Bartlesville, not sure. And take another look, though. That was a beautifully placed free kick. Good read, though, by Gonzalez, who's been active throughout these first 25-plus minutes. There's another foul, this time against Bartlesville. So a Toros free kick on the way. Again, we mentioned very warm out today, heat advisory in the area. There is a breeze, it would appear, though, that certainly has to be a help. Long ball off the free kick. They will go aggressively. Aggression has worked for them today. Martinez matched up in a one-on-one. And he got fouled there once again, somewhat close to the penalty box. I think that may have been Goldberg there who fouled him. We've had at least one yellow today. It was Ignacio Mia back in the 11th minute, and that was against Bartlesville. Off the free kick, they look to go up the middle, can't get the initial striker. Second one goes! That is 37, Rui Akiyama. Two-nil. And in the 28th, Dodge City Toros FC with the lead. Couldn't get the initial striker, and how about that? 20-plus yards away. And a hydration break on this hot afternoon in Wichita. I'm sure FC Bartlesville Buffaloes appreciate having it, as they now have their backs against the wall and the pressure being provided heavily by Dodge City Toros FC. This was the first goal. It was the Daiki Okada goal. You see him coming up there and providing pressure. Actually, right there he is. And he threaded that one perfectly. That was impressive. And then this from Rui Akiyama. Tried to find the man up the middle first. Akiyama, a skipper all the way through. As his hydration break comes to a close, probably noteworthy. That might extend stoppage time a little bit. We do see this happen, and certainly is good for the health of the players. But of course, the clock does run per the international rules. And so likely that our referee will simply factor that into stoppage time after the 45th comes to a close. It is all Toros here in Wichita. The 14th minute goal from Okada, the 20th from Akiyama. What a day here in this quarterfinal for the team from Dodge City, Kansas, the Midwest South Regional winner from a few matches ago. That one is out of bounds and will go to Dodge City. As I said after the first goal, certainly by no means over for FC Bartlesville, but they've got to find a way to establish consistency. We knew that Dodge City's scoring threats were certainly going to be a challenge for the Buffaloes, but again, when you look at both these teams being here in this quarterfinal, that is certainly representative of why Bartlesville is here, so you cannot count them out. It's just simply a tougher hill to climb. Biggest thing here, honestly, is in these last 15 minutes, see if you can find a way to regain your composure. You don't even have to score. If you can score, great, but mainly focus on containing this attack from Dodge City and maybe trying to set up a few offensive pieces. They'll try to set one up here. They had a man downfield, couldn't quite get him. Now Dodge City the other way. Off to the near side, Martinez off the touch. Martinez trying to take the arc, and that's out along the end line, and a set piece coming up in the form of an FC Bartlesville goal kick. Martinez took it. He had options and opted to go towards the end line and simply lost control of it. So now the FC Bartlesville goal kick here, working from the back line. So again, how do you maintain composure while also avoiding what's been a hectic style of play here from Dodge City? And by hectic, I just mean very, very fast pace. Man down, no whistle. Either way, Dodge City will take it back. And now they'll go to the back line here. Gonzalez is out of the box, sends one long. It does appear that offside may be the call here. Tough break for the Buffaloes. FC Bartlesville has been very gritty. Again, they know how to play in high-scoring matches. Their most recent match taking down San Antonio Corinthians FC 5-4. And a notable 3-1 win over Foro Soccer Club in the round of 32. Two of their matches in the playoffs, including regionals, have been decided by a single goal. Not out of this one. Here's a deep one. An aggressive maneuver, but it doesn't pan out. That one was from distance, but you do like how that kind of composed, how that kind of built up for FC Bartlesville. They were able to maintain possession. Dodge City laid off a little bit. FC Bartlesville made the right choices, just didn't pan out in the end. But again, like I said, if you don't score a goal before halftime, that's not a bad thing. The biggest thing you have to do here is just find a way to contain Dodge City. It certainly seems like they might be showing some signs of that as the 34th minute comes to a close. Goal kick. They go long. We've seen a lot of that today. Good job once again by the Buffaloes, regaining possession. They're now facing some trouble here. Down goes Soler. That's going to be a foul, and he appears to be a bit shaken up. That's number 15, Luke Soler. And certainly hope he's okay as we take a look here at the play in question. That foul was committed by Jovan Petrovic. Appears that he was shown the yellow as well, so a couple of Buffaloes booked here in this first half. We saw the Mia yellow earlier. I'm not sure if I'm missing any others. th minute, Okada. 28th minute, Akiyama for Toros. Martinez, one-on-one, committed the foul. He was causing some trouble there along the front line of the penalty box. Ultimately unable to take it away. Stolen. Bartlesville on the regain, but only for the moment. Dodge City creating some pressure once again, but once again you like the response there defensively from FC Bartlesville Buffaloes. Trying to work downfield there. You saw Brandon O'Rourke, 21, with a touch there in midfield. Got Goldberg all the way at the bottom of your screen, unmarked. Of course, you could see a rush from Martinez, whom we've seen a lot of today if they opt to go to him. They still haven't gone to him yet. They're working up the middle. That's off of O'Rourke. Now may be able to set something up here, the Buffaloes. 37th minute, that is offside. Another unfortunate break for the Buffaloes, who look to be putting something together. You still have to like some of the regaining of composure. Able to keep it there. Soler trades into traffic, tangled up, breakaway, and wide. That appeared to be Yasujima, who was putting the pressure on. Toros with it still. They might not be done yet here. Long one is caromed off a defender. A loose ball. Nobody there for Toros. So they got to start from back. Antonio De La Torre with a trade. It's back to him. High ball, and Iker Gonzalez takes it away from in front of the net. Late stages of the first half. Dodge City having a party here early on. Martinez off of Soler there. Back to Antonio De La Torre. Berrigan goes forward. Back to Berrigan. Be interesting to see, especially in the second half, if Dodge City are able to hold on to this lead, what their approach is. Do they continue to play aggressively, maybe try to take that third goal and maybe take all the air left out of the match? Or do they continue to, or do they maybe slow things down a little bit and focus more on a preventative strategy? Something we'll be talking about in the second half for sure. One thing you can say for certain about this team is they love to score, and any club does, but sometimes it feels like Dodge City really loves it. Of course, that's not a knock against Bartlesville or any other club. That's just in reference to Dodge City's style of play. The 15 minutes of rest or so will be big here for the Buffaloes. They've just got to avoid giving up one more goal. We've seen some very dangerous moments, even since that second goal. We've also seen some flashes like this for Bartlesville. They go into a 1-on-2. It's taken away by the defense. Now they're having to go to midfield if they can even get it. It's now Dodge City ball. Maybe another before halftime. Options available. Loose ball. Gonzalez gets rid of it to the corner. He just kept it in play, and he's going to take it away there off of the cross. So the last few minutes before we enter stoppage time. Buffaloes. Been a tight defense here from Dodge City. Here's Goldberg, working around midfield, offloads it to the side to Pardo. And someone is down for FC Bartlesville. They do continue play, but I wonder for how long. Currently it's a 10-on-11, and now it looks like they will go ahead and put a stop on play. Obviously, I'm not going to speculate about what this is, but you might see more of those kinds of things with the way the weather has been today. But let's check the replay, maybe get an idea of what happened here. Oh, looked like something non-contact related. That is Jordan Watson for FC Bartlesville Buffaloes, who is up now, and you like to see that for sure. Bartlesville will, looks like they'll have to play without him and bring somebody else in. Seen him downfield a lot today. You don't want to lose your key pieces down 2-0. Soler, unfettered for the moment, ball's down. Good stop there by FC Bartlesville Buffaloes, and they'll actually get the set piece off the foul by Dodge City. Again, you can expect stoppage time to be a little bit longer than usual based on the hydration break that we had. We've had a couple other stoppages as well throughout the match. Shouldn't be too long, but something to keep in mind, and definitely factors into the play over the stretch, the final stretch, if you will, of this first half. So some good passes here from FC Bartlesville. Might have a chance here near the 18. That defense, though, pressing for Dodge City. Coast to coast, they try to go. Man down for FC Bartlesville, no whistle. Martinez stepping, going to the middle, and it's away from Okada, who had a goal in the 14th. Now they go back to De La Torre. In the air and in front of the net. A dangerous sequence that comes up empty for Dodge City Toros as we enter stoppage time in Wichita. Goals in the 14th and the 28th from Okada and Akiyama. That's been the story today. Here's Soler. Off a marker. They'll keep it. Soler steps around at the end line. Header over the crossbar. A big opportunity there as we look at the replay. Would have been perfect. As we continue stoppage in Wichita. Taken away by the Buffaloes. Do they maybe have a chance left in them before halftime? A goal would do wonders for this match. Bouncing ball. Keeper went down, but it's away from the net. Pretty big opportunity there for FC Bartlesville. You almost have to wonder if Daniel Ruiz, the keeper, maybe knew that that wasn't going in with his body language, or maybe if he just slipped. We got a corner here. In +3 of stoppage time for FC Bartlesville. It's into traffic. It's loose. It's cleared. Maybe a second chance. A drive. Counter header. They might get it again. No. Dark jerseys all around. And a corner that comes up unsuccessful for FC Bartlesville. Their first corner of the day. Certainly they hope that that's a trendsetter as we get ready to start the second half. The 14th minute goal by number 8, Daiki Okada. And the 20th by number 37, Rui Akiyama. It's 2-0. Dodge City Toros here in the UPSL National Quarterfinal. We'll be back after these messages. And we welcome you back to Wichita, Kansas, the Stryker Sports Complex. It's 2-0 Dodge City Toros. We are in the 48th minute. th minute goal by Okada, 20th minute goal by Akiyama. That's been the story for Toros so far. And a reminder that Dodge City wearing the dark jerseys and FC Bartlesville in the white jerseys. Spencer Bone with you here. Today's presentation of the UPSL quarterfinals is being brought to you by Vader Media. Here live on YouTube. FC Bartlesville looking here for the attack early on. We've already seen them get the ball down to this side here in the half. They showed some flashes after that 2-0 deficit of being able to piece together some offensive elements, but at the same time, also saw a number of dangerous opportunities for Dodge City Toros. Even after they took that 2-0 lead, this lead could certainly be bigger, but if you're the Buffaloes, you have to be thankful that it isn't quite as disastrous as it could have been up to this point. And they'll catch a break there with the foul as well against Dodge City Toros. Maybe a chance for Bartlesville. That one was deflected. Dodge City working around its back line. Pass intercepted there by Milicevic. Couldn't quite keep the control that he needed to, though. And it's the other way here for Dodge City. Maybe a chance for Yajusima. He goes to the middle. He goes outside. And it is in. Just like that. (3-0) Dodge City. And if I'm not mistaken, that was 17 Aaron Martinez. We'll take a look at the replay here. Just beautiful passing, selflessness at its finest. Any one of those could have taken the points, but they went for the best option. Saw a lot of Martinez controlling early, or should I say throughout, that first half. And finally, he gets his time to shine. And this match seems to be running away from the Buffaloes. We did mention multiple times they did score 5 goals their last match. So nothing is impossible. But it gets more difficult the more those seconds tick. Toros pressing again. Maybe another. Why not? (4-0). An entrance in the second half. An electric one. Dodge City Toros have taken this one away. Diego Olivares with the goal. Back-to-back goals for the Toros. And it's been 4 different Toros at that. And Dodge City Toros in a much more comfortable spot now, even than they were at the end of the first half. And what could be a long, very long 40-plus minutes for FC Bartlesville, who will need to do everything they can to regroup. Looks like Miguel Lopez is off to the sideline for Dodge City. And then Ignacio Milla is off for FC Bartlesville. Here we go, we're back underway. 4-0 Dodge City. Martinez and Olivares in the early stages of the 50th minutes. Demorny Hutchinson has come in for Dodge City. So he's the one who replaces Lopez. Bartlesville maybe with some pressure here. Milicevic to the middle and a roller away. Good opportunity there for Bartlesville, but it comes up empty. They have had a few chances today. Nothing particularly frightening if you're Dodge City, but there have been some moments. They just haven't materialized, and it's been a runaway performance, particularly in the second half for Dodge City. What a day for them as the evening winds along in Wichita. A reminder that the winner of this match will play at Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh by the banks of the Ohio River in early August. Some pressure here from Dodge City. Bartlesville with the response as they try to work their way down the pitch. Good start to this sequence here for the Buffaloes. That slide doesn't quite get the job done for Dodge City. We'll work back to midfield, will Bartlesville. Here's Soler. Pardon me, that's Pardo. Loose ball. Milicevic. Out to the side. Here's Adair. And that appeared to get doinked off of Martinez, who just scored the third out of 4 goals for Dodge City. Nice defense there from him. However, FC Bartlesville will get a set piece here. A corner kick in the 56th minute. This should be their second corner of the day if my records are correct. So a big set piece here for FC Bartlesville Buffaloes. Simeon Adair with the giveaway, and then they go back to midfield. Long ball to the sideline, well placed there in front of O'Rourke. O'Rourke working with a one-on-one, gets his defender to slip towards the 18. And almost cleared, maybe not. Now this time, that was a dangerous spot there for Dodge City. Trying to avoid giving up what would be the first goal for FC Bartlesville. It's a nice sequence there, though, for the Buffaloes. If you're FC Bartlesville, you have to start your comeback now. You don't have much time, which goes without saying, but again, for a team that scored 5 goals in its last match, if you want to have that miracle's got to start as soon as possible. Let's see what they can do here off of a set piece in the 58th minute. A free kick off the foul by Dodge City. Here it goes. And immediately ricocheted away. It's a loose ball. And there's actually going to be a foul committed by the Buffaloes. And so, A Toros free kick coming up. Somebody from FC Bartlesville is sitting down but is able to get up fairly quickly, so no real concern there, it would seem, at least for the moment. Dodge City working from the back line. Here's a long one to Rui Akiyama, who scored in the 28th. Now they go to Hutchinson, the Jamaican, who just subbed in moments ago. One-on-one, trying to move his way, and that is off of a teammate, in for another goal. It's 5-0. And that is Kenshin Yasujima. All goals in this half scored between minutes 50 and 60. And it's been Okada in the 14th, Akiyama in the 28th, Martinez in the 51st, Olivares in the 52nd, and then Yasujima. And with just over 30 minutes left until stoppage, Dodge City continues the onslaught in Wichita. They'll make some substitutions as well, try to rest some bodies in preparation for a potential date. In Pittsburgh. They'll go again. Loose ball. 6-0. Second goal for Daiki Okada. He had the first one back in the 14th. And in about the first 15 minutes of this second half, 4 goals for Dodge City. The winners of the Midwest South region, who beat 18 by 26 Academy 4-2, then Indios Denver FC 6-1, have continued where they left off. This is now the third time in the playoffs, including the regionals, that Dodge City Toros FC have scored 6 goals. They did it in that previously mentioned round of 16 match. They also did it in their regional final, the Midwest South, against Sporting Wichita SC. That was a 6-1 victory. And a blowout here for Dodge City. Bartlesville may be looking to get one on, just to change some of the tone and give some life to this match for them. They'll get a set piece. Of course, as far as future matches are concerned, you can visit UPSL.com. That'll give you access to schedules and more. Two quarterfinals today, 2 tomorrow. Some more action from the keeper for Bartlesville. The winner of this match will take on the winner of Valley 559 FC and Inland Empire FC. That match again is tomorrow. So that'll be the match on August 9th at Highmark Stadium in Pittsburgh against the right side of the bracket. Triangular offensive formation here for FC Bartlesville. Working along the far side, looking for maybe an opening here. And will force the set piece, a corner coming up here in the 64th for the Buffaloes. Should be, if my tallies are correct, should be their third corner of the night. Bartlesville is about a 2.5-hour drive from Wichita, and it's actually, Bartlesville itself is about 18 miles south of the Kansas border. It is west of Joplin and north of Tulsa. That is Joplin, Missouri. Maybe a chance there for Bartlesville. That one comes up empty into the breadbasket of the keeper. Dodge City is about 2.5 hours to the west of Wichita. It's near Garden City. And down for the Buffaloes. Here's another shot. That time caromed off the keeper. And coming up here will be the corner for Dodge City. Nice job to get past the marker, who fell down. And before this set piece, we will get some substitutions here. Looks like the day is going to be done for Diego Olivares, who scored in the 52nd. Four second-half goals for Dodge City today. Antonio De La Torre can find the lane. Certainly had a good look at it. No cigar. Dodge City is renowned for its history in the American frontier. From the Old West. By the way, the Southwest quarterfinal is final. Soda City FC beating Intercity FC by a score of 3-2. So Intercity's FC, their season is done. Soda City is our first official team to earn itself a spot in Pittsburgh. Again, the quarterfinals on the 9th, the final on the 11th. And thank you to Jorge for providing that information to me. Our wonderful crew at Vader Media. Been a pleasure to be able to work for them this year. Very kind and very helpful folks. Ball is out of bounds. Toros will have to work from the back line here. Some pressure from Bartlesville. We're able to get through. Only for the moment. Off of Spencer White there, goes back behind midfield. And now the back line getting some work here for Bartlesville. Pretty good sequence here for Bartlesville, able to control no matter where they are on the pitch. Vitor Pereira with a trade off of a dare into the middle. Here's Ristic. Long ball. Good header. Able to find his man. Back the other way. Here's DeMorney Hutchinson. Good footwork. Good awareness. Hutchinson lost it. Goal kick coming up for Bartlesville. Another substitution should be coming in as well. We've seen a lot of those with the way this match has progressed in the second half. 4 goals scored by Dodge City prior to the 60th minute. And certainly that doesn't take away from anything that FC Bartlesville have done. They have certainly had a phenomenal season of their own. And certainly a lot to be grateful for. And a lot to look forward to as well heading into the fall season. A lot of teams in the United Premier Soccer League, which has been a growing organization. And to be one of the final 8 playing soccer here in late July is no small thing for this squad. So certainly can't let this result define your season. And I would assume that they won't. There'll be much celebrating to do for what's been an incredible spring 2024 campaign for FC Bartlesville. For Dodge City, still 20 minutes to work with to defend the net. We'll see if they put on some aggression and maybe try to score another, or if they'll kind of back off and say, all right, we've got 6. All we have to do is defend now. You can see they're not really pressing here offensively as Bartlesville starts from the back line. They get it out of the defending third to midfield. Off the touch of Martinez. Able to find Watson. Pardon me, that was Ristich to Watson. They try to get some space and taken the other way by Toros. Hutchinson, that's out of bounds, he lost it. Throw in for FC Bartlesville. Coming up. Again, just a reminder of how both these teams got to this spot. FC Bartlesville, the winner of the Oklahoma-Arkansas region. They beat Foro Soccer Club 3-1 in the round of 32. Beat San Antonio Corinthians FC 5-4 in the round of 16. But back during the regionals, they took down River Valley Bullies SC 3-2 and Wolves Academy UPSL 2-0. Dodge City getting in some offensive work. Again, we've seen several subs here in the second half with the lead that they have taken. Chance here for a clearance from the keeper, which we'll get. Maybe only for the moment. Man down, no whistle, throw in for Bartlesville coming up. Dodge City, again, coming into this match with a 2-2 record in the Midwest South. They beat Inner Wichita FC 2-0, Sporting Wichita SC 6-1. Very familiar with UPSL teams from the city that they are currently playing in right now in this neutral site match. And then in the round of 32, the national tournament took down 18 by 26 Academy 4-2. Indios Denver FC 6-1. Again, representing the Midwest South region. Heading into that field of 32 UPSL teams. Aaron Martinez, Miguel Lopez have been big scoring threats this year. Haven't seen a goal from Lopez, but we did get one from Martinez. According to the UPSL website, he had 20 entering the evening. And what a job he and company have done tonight. You had the Okada and Akiyama goals in the first half, and then over a span of less than 10 minutes, Martinez, Olivares, Yasujima, and Okada again. That's all before, well, Okada's, I wrote that down as being the 61st minute, but still, in roughly that first 15 or 16 minute span, putting 4 more in the back of the net. We continue to wind our way towards stoppage in Wichita. Curious if they'll utilize another hydration break. Obviously, the sun not quite as prominent as it was when we first kicked off. But again, the heat advisory, certainly the feel like maybe being a little bit more than what it was actually on the field. '75th winding down. Along the near sideline, Gregory Hernandez, one of the subs. Now Eric Martinez, another substitute. Again, a number of bench players here for Dodge City with the 6-0 lead. Hernandez looking at a space. Nobody there. We'll try to either get clearance or maybe just work it out of the box. Will FC Bartlesville. Long ball will simply roll its way out along the end line to put a stop to that. See if maybe it took a skip off of either a teammate or somebody from the Buffaloes. It will be the former. And so Bartlesville will get it from the defending third. Once again, a reminder, Soda City FC beating Intercity FC in our other match today for the UPSL quarterfinals. 3-2, again, the final of that one. And 2 more tomorrow for the chance to go to Pittsburgh. We've already had 1. And 3 more yet to be determined. This one will be determined in a matter of minutes. The other matches again tomorrow on this side of the bracket. The winner of this one will take on the winner of tomorrow's match on this side. Again, it's Valley 559 FC against Inland Empire FC. So the winner of that takes on the winner of this match. And then over on the other side, the other match tomorrow is Rochester, New York FC, and then New York Renegades FC. So we are guaranteed to have a New York team in our Final Four. They won't have to travel too far either. Granted, they do have to go to Western Pennsylvania, but still, not as bad of a trip. It's a beautiful stadium that they play in, too, for that Final Four. Able to see a picture of it a little while ago. And long ball. That's ricocheted away. Again, the third time in this playoff, including regionals, that Dodge City has scored 6 goals. Kieldike tries to go downfield. It's intercepted. That's Joshua Kieldike, the German, on the pitch. Both these teams represented very well internationally. We have players from Serbia, Brazil, Chile, Japan, Mexico, the U.S., France, and more. '80th minute. There hasn't been a goal since about the 60th, 61st minute. The second goal from Daiki Okada, who had the opener back in about the 14th for Dodge City. There's some pressure from FC Bartlesville, but a bit too fast as it rolls out along the end line. And let's see who touched it last. This is probably going to be a corner by the appearance of it. Been a few corners here in this second half for FC Bartlesville. See if they go for the cross or go on the low roller to the outside. They will go for the cross. It's into traffic, and it is deflected, but a chance here once again for the Buffaloes to recover. Backup coming in for Dodge City, and it's going to be taken away by Eric Martinez. Martinez looking to go coast to coast, looks for Hutchinson. It's going to be deflected by the defense. Buffaloes going back the other way. That's off of Spencer White, finds his teammate. He goes back to White. Down near the corner for Bartlesville. Cross in the air and punched the other way. Footwork here from Gregory Hernandez. He's able to find his man. Now downfield with a key one-on-one. Hutchinson, loose ball and out of bounds along the goal line, and let's see here who last made contact with it. I thought it was last contacted by Hutchinson, but I may be wrong. We'll take a look at the replay here. Nice job there to give the opportunity for the one-on-one, and may have clipped there off of, looks like number 11, Vitor Pereira. And actually the call there was a foul. So a free kick coming up from the left side of the box here for Toros. Goes for the cross, takes a skip away, and an infraction committed by Dodge City will set up the free kick here for FC Bartlesville. Here along the near side, Pereira goes through a couple of markers. Alex Espinosa here, one-on-one, here towards the end line, trying to force the set piece, and it appears that he did. There is a man down for Dodge City, but he'll get up quickly, so no harm done there. Yellow card actually will be shown. I think they may have shown the yellow there against Eric Berrigan. We'll take a look at the replay here. You can see Espinal in that foot race, and if that's 13, that is Berrigan. So this and of course, maybe they actually showed the yellow to Yeah, that was not against Berrigan. My apologies. It appears that that would have been against Axel Espinoza from FC Bartlesville. So, that's simply a free kick from the defending third for Dodge City. Here's Hutchinson, a reserve who has seen a lot of time here. Hutchinson looking to break through past his marker. Gets it into space. Ball is loose. Maybe a chance for another. They go back outside the penalty box. Inside Hutchinson, left alone. And how about another? Make it 7-0. Oh, I take that back. Perhaps he was offside. My apologies. That may have been the call there. So my apologies. It is 6-0 still in favor of Dodge City. So no goal there for Hutchinson, who's been prominently featured running down that left sideline throughout this second half. 6-0 with goals in the first half from Daiki Okada and Rui Akiyama. And in the second half, Aaron Martinez, Diego Olivares, as well as Kenshin Yasujima, and again, Daiki Okada. And most of those goals before the 60th minute. All but one, I believe, as a matter of fact. Just over 5 minutes, still stoppage here. Dodge City on offense at the moment, wearing the dark kits. Antonio De La Torre off to the side. De La Torre wearing 7 there, about the middle of your screen. One of the starters today. He's got it back. Goes towards Eric Martinez. Martinez with a shot, and it's saved. And the rebound will simply be a pickup there by the keeper in the 86th. Soda City FC already has clinched its trip to Pittsburgh. Dodge City Toros, 5 minutes and change from doing the same. And we got 2 more matches tomorrow in the UPSL quarterfinals. That one looks like it took a tap off of somebody from Dodge City. There should be a corner coming up. We'll take a look at the replay here. Looks like that may have gone off of Antonio De La Torre. And so it does appear another corner coming up here for FC Bartlesville. Majority of their corners have been here in the second half. That's on the way into the 6th, and a defensive header by Dodge City. Long ball, knocked out of bounds for another corner. Nice job there at the keeper position. Will be another set piece for FC Bartlesville. And I take that back. Will actually be simply a goal kick. Maybe it didn't touch the keeper there. Loose ball. And was a foul committed? It would appear one was, and that should be DeMorney Hutchison, who's going to get the yellow card there on that play. We'll take another look here. You can see Hutchinson pleading his case. Bartlesville from the defending third. Spencer White cannot maintain control there along the near sideline. And a throw-in coming up for Dodge City. This will be Joshua Keeldike, one of the reserves whose name we've called at least once or twice tonight. No hydration break here in the second half. So presumably the weather's been good enough. We've also seen a number of subs as well, so that might help. Daiki Okada, 2 goals for him tonight. He remains out there. He looks for a third, and no chance. A goal kick for Bartlesville. And once again, you've one last time have to commend FC Bartlesville Buffaloes for the incredible season that they've had. I said this once, I'll say it again. You cannot judge their season based on this result. They've had a wonderful time in this tournament. Some thrillers, including their round of 16 match, that 5-4 win against San Antonio Corinthians FC. It's been a fun ride for them. And although you have to be disappointed with the result tonight, have to be happy for the way the season went overall. And once again, congratulations to an incredible campaign for them as we get ready to enter stoppage time here with this 6-0 lead for Dodge City Toros. '90th minute. Dodge City is stoppage time away. All they've got to do is protect the net. And they're in. They've controlled well. They've been aggressive. The long ball has worked. Their defense has helped majorly. Here's another shot that's going to be deflected out of bounds. Set piece coming up. It should be. Not a bad look by any means. You like the control there and the pass as well, but good response in front of the net from FC Bartlesville. So we are in stoppage time now. And here comes the corner for the Toros. Into traffic. Bartlesville may be looking to clear. And instead will force another corner here for Dodge City Toros. This high-flying offense for Dodge City has certainly helped get them this far, and that's not a knock against their defense, which has also done phenomenally well in this tournament. But when your top 2 goal scorers have scored about 20 and about 10 in that order, that's pretty hard for any team to defend. Certainly you want all phases, back line, middle, all that. You want it all to be in check. And certainly that's been the case tonight for Dodge City. But the highlight has to be the way the strikers have played in so many scenarios tonight. Yeah, the Daiki Okada, his opening goal, he stole it when Bartlesville was simply just trying to work from the back third. He stole it, took it himself, and put in a ground ball into the left side. And that really set the tone for the whole night. And that will be the whole night. Dodge City Toros with goals from Okada and Akiyama in the first half. Martinez, Olivares, Yasujima, and Okada in the second half. They take down FC Bartlesville Buffaloes, and they will play in Pittsburgh on August 9th with their opponent to be determined. You see that goal there from Okada. Again, that was the tone setter. Sit back and enjoy as we relive the night. There's that second goal there by Akiyama. And then the second half, things got out of hand early. There's the Martinez goal. It was in the span of about a minute or so that you saw the third and the fourth goals go in. Here's that fourth. It's the Olivares one. And then closer to the 60th minute. And you see some of these goals, the sequence starting from maybe midfield and quickly working its way towards the attacking third. Nobody there guarding on that play from Yasujima. And here's the last one, Okada, bookending the night with the first and the final goal. Well, a big thank you to everybody at Vader Media on the production side. And for Vader Media and the United Premier Soccer League, I'm Spencer Bohm saying so long, and thank you for watching this live presentation of the UPSL quarterfinals. So long, have a great night, and we will see you next time.